In this lesson, we're going to learn how to insert a picture into a sketch. First, right-click on the top plane and select Insert Sketch. Now I'll select Sketch Picture from the Sketch toolbar. An Open dialog box opens. It allows us to insert the most commonly used picture file formats. We've got GIFs, JPEGs, TIFFs, etc. I'm going to select this top file. I click here to see the preview and click Open. Okay, here is our picture inserted. The picture that you've inserted is associated with the active sketch. The X and Y fields allow you to select the distance in millimeters from the origin point. We can rotate the picture, resize it on both the X and Y directions. If this box is checked, the lock aspect ratio, the picture will resize proportionately. If you leave it unchecked, you can resize the X and Y directions independently. We can use these two buttons down here to flip the orientation of the picture. And we can also use the mouse to reposition the picture or to resize it. Transparency, we've got 4 options here. None, from File, and as you can see here, the current file doesn't have any transparency. Full image. We can adjust the image transparency with this slider. Lastly is an option to set a user-defined transparency. Here we choose the color that we want to make transparent. In this case, it would be white. And adjust the transparency as we need. 1 in this program equals 100%. As you can see, there's still some white areas around the picture. The Match Tolerance tool will help address this. When match tolerance is set to 0, transparency applies only to the exact color you've selected. If you raise this value, the transparency gauge is a little more flexible. As you can see here, the transparency selection applies to a wider selection of colors. Our white border is mostly disappeared. I'm going to click OK, and now we're ready to do some sketching. Let's select the Spline tool. And we will sketch the top edge of this mouse. Right-click and select End Spline. Now we can adjust the points to better match our curve. Let's zoom in for more accuracy. And we'll kind of drag these to get exactly the right curve. A little bit here. There we go. A little bit more here. Okay, and so on.